In this tutorial, we'll learn about saving documents in Photoshop. As we keep working on Photoshop, we should know how to save the files on which we are working or the ones which have been edited already. The first thing is that we have to make some changes to our image. So for that, let's choose Layer and then duplicate this layer. Now we'll click OK and can see that there are two copies of this layer in the Layers panel. Now we want to make a change to this top copy. And so we'll select Image and then Adjustments and then choose the Gradient Map Adjustment, which is really rather interesting. If we click in the downward pointing arrow here, we'll choose this purple to orange gradient and apply that. And now if we wish to blend these two layers together, we need to change the blend mode. So as you can see, we'll click on where it says normal and change that to multiply. Once we finish editing the entire image and we don't want to save the original file and we wish to save this as either a PSD file or as a TIFF file, because that way we can retain the layers in case we want to come back and work on after a while. So we'll select a file and then Save As. We'll save this as a PSD file. Though our original file was a JPG file, by saving this as a PSD file, we will be saving it as a separate file automatically. We are actually going to add to the file name too by just adding an underscore and then making it _ME now. _ME stands for Master Edited. Most of us, when we rename our files, we will add something like _done or _finished or _done_finished. And often we end up confused as to which one is the actually completed file. So it's advisable to adhere to this very fundamental file naming convention, where we'll know that _me is my master edited Photoshop document having multiple layers. As we can see here, it is in Photoshop format and there are the layers. And when we click Save, we just want to maximize the compatibility and want to set this as default, and hence we'll check that and then click OK. Now we'll close this file and return to Bridge. We can see our original JPG file in Bridge, and besides that, we find the master edited file too. Now to open up the master edited file in Photoshop again, we will go ahead and double click on it. We'll click the F key, go to full screen mode and Ctrl 0 to zoom in, and then use the space bar just to move it over a little bit in the image area. This time, when we make a change to the file, we will do something very simple. For example, just change the blend mode from multiply to screen. But in case we wish to save this as a separate file for any reason, we would want to be able to come back to the previous file. Then we should select File and then Save As. Again, in order to keep things simple, we'll just add an _01 and then if we need to save additional versions or derivatives of the file, we'll just go on to add on 01, 02, 03 and so on as a sequence. Now when we click Save and choose File and then close and return to Bridge, we find that we now have both the original image and the master edited image 01. Now we may, as usual, save the master edited file in the same folder as the original or put all the edited files in a separate folder. However, this we can decide based on the type of project. But as we can see here, this is an easy way to save our edited files in Photoshop.